Mama, Miss Cotton. This is Sheepadoodle Canine Manor. Hi, cutie patootie. There's a little purple collar girl. Look at her. Sheepadoodle Canine Manor, June 25th, 2025. Where's summer going? Flying by as usual. Normally, I do not have Mama in here with us. This is Mama Cotton. And these puppies were born on the 28th, I believe. I mean, it's on the website. 28th or 29th. I believe it was 29th of May. They were a week earlier than we anticipated, but definitely full gestation. We just happened to have a witness breeding on one day, and that she must have been already bred when I saw that. So anyway, usually my husband almost hits it on the nose from the time he first sees them in heat, or they first start their heat. But anyway, nonetheless, it was a healthy litter. They're growing well, thriving well. We call this our Duck Dynasty litter in honor of Phil Robertson, who passed away just days before on the 25th, I believe, 24th or 25th. It was Memorial Weekend. I was actually away. I was in Massachusetts. I did get home after several hours of driving, the second day driving home. And then a few hours later, this little twit decided to start having puppies. So I was already exhausted from the road trip, and then, come on, why can I not zoom? Come on, guys. What is going on? Okay. All right. So, they're not overly active right now, except when they're hungry, but I'm going to do my best. I don't require selections to be made at this point, which will be honored in the order of deposits. As listed on our website, we have 10 puppies in this litter and 8 secured spots, 3 males, 6 females. And so we do have, I see a blue eye right there. Yes, I do. Who is that? I believe that might even be, oh no, it's dark blue. So that is either Willie or, I believe that's Willie or Uncle Si. I believe that. And yeah, because I think this is Uncle Si. This is Uncle Si. I might have you guys mixed up, but there's only 3 boys. You'd think I'd be able to remember. No, that's Phil. I'm sorry. I keep thinking Phil has the gray collar. So this is Phil. This is our honorary matriarch right here. And he does have a beautiful blue eye inside that gorgeous eye patch. He is, of course, a Merle Party. There he is. And not the biggest puppy of the litter. And again, their personalities haven't really started coming out. Oh no, you have 2 blue eyes. Or let's say this. That one may be, no, it might be a solid blue. Time will tell, but this one might be just a partial blue. I just see that the blue is vivid on the inside of the eye. Okay. But you may have I think it's a partial blue here and a full blue here. Mommy's got double blue eyes. See? Oh, what you got hanging on your grass? Your grass. She's got eye boogies, which we don't really need to see, but see her beautiful blue eyes. Yeah. Okay. Come on, lazy bones. We got to wake you guys up. All right. This is our beautiful purple collar girl. I believe she is the one that is maybe not. I don't think anybody in this litter, no, she's not the brindle one, but you can see there's a little bit of brown in there. What that indicates to me is that she will likely be gray and white, just like most sheepdogs, Old English sheepdogs are upon maturity. Okay, I haven't seen too much of even this guy over here, or no, this girl here. Normally I use this color for a boy, but we had more girls than boys. But she's got a little bit of brown in her, and she's got a little bit of gray right around the eye, which is usually the first indication that she's going to gray upon maturity. Okay, so they're basically going to have the coloration, maybe a darker steel gray that our traditional Old English sheepdogs do. Where are you going, girl? And don't make me stretch too much. You know I can't do that right now. Okay. So this is our orange collared girl. I wish I had the ability like Cassie does. That to memorize the names, but I will try this time when I update their photos. I do the naming within what is that program I've been using? I can't remember, but they already have the wording on the photos with the backgrounds at the time that I load them onto the computer. So I'm not putting the words on the computer, I mean on the website itself. And it just seems easier for me. But I oftentimes forget to put the corresponding colors for the collars on there, and I will try and remember to do that. I do definitely see one blue eye there. You can see it's pretty vivid. And there's definitely, I think, a little bit of blue on that other side, but I can't be sure. 5 or 6 weeks is about the time that we can confirm the color of the eyes, because I have been known to call it blue and then it turns, you know, so if it's not defined blue, like look at him, look at this, look at those beautiful eyes. Yeah, you looking at me. Yes, you are. And this is our gray collar boy. I love his markings. Now he might be the lone puppy within this litter based on his markings. I don't see too much gray around your eyes. You might actually end up being more of a black and white upon maturity. I mean, they all got little white hairs, but see, I still think I see a little bit, could be the sun coming through the windows behind me, but I still think I see a little bit of brownish within the coat, and that usually indicates that it will gray. Okay. No less puppy for coloring. Okay. And we've already looked at you, or did we? No, this is our aqua colored girl. I'm not seeing any blue in you. Nope, I'm not seeing any blue. Honestly, I don't think that's going to change at this point, but I'm not seeing any blue. Somebody's over there. Oh, yeah, she's our noisy one, at least for now. Our biggest puppy and our mouthiest puppy. Not in a bad way. She just vocalizes her needs quite a bit, and that could also change. But she's obviously the biggest pig because she's also the biggest puppy in the litter. Has kept up that trend throughout the weights. Even though I did not display the weights the first pictures, I did the second pictures, and I will this one as well. We always keep track of the weights from the time of birth. I just am not always faithful about publishing them. But I always have them on hand within my journals, so if anybody has any questions, if they don't see them and want to know the weight of a puppy, I certainly have that access to giving you that information. I don't see any blue there. That's green. Yeah, and I think you're Willie, and I think the other one's Uncle Si, but I might be wrong. All right, and I believe we already saw you. Didn't we already see you? This is our orange collar. Yeah, I gotta sneak over here. Come here, Miss K. I know this is Miss K because she has the most unique merle coloring. She's kind of got a tricolor merle thing going on here. So I gave her the privilege of being Miss K out of the Robertson family. And I know we got at least one partial blue eye. I really can't tell on the other one right now. But I love the colorations in her merle markings. She's like our little tri-merle. So my daughter came in here. She's like, Mom, that one puppy is so gorgeous. I said, I know, that's Miss K. Yeah. All right. You guys have already been seen. You just snuck over there to get food. All right. I'm on the floor with them. I will turn the video off before. Come here. All right. This is our girl that I believe you can see the brindle markings. That comes from their granddad's side. Okay. Their granddad is our Gibbs, I believe. Was that a Gibbs? I'll have to look. No, Ty was out of Grant. I apologize. Grant and, yeah, I'll have to look that up. But their dad was born here. And we still have Grant and a couple of other retiring boys, Everest and I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. My list has even gotten shorter, praise God, as we've been able to retire and adopt out a number of our adults. But I've got some boys that I'm going to be scheduling to get neutered here soon. Okay. And Everest and one of my other boys. I remember what the theme was of that litter, and why can I not think of his name? Bash. Yes, Bash. That was from the Rain series, as in REIGN. The GN was confusing me at that point, was the E and the I, because you know the English language is just so messed up. Their rules, we break our own rules all the time. Look at that brindling. I just love it. She's probably going to silver out, but when she is shaved down on occasion, if you choose to do that, you may see those stripes. And see, she's even got a little sabling in her ears. Usually on poodles, we tell brindles by shaving off their tails, but I see that striping just within her markings. And she's had that since she was born. All right, here's our little whiner. It doesn't mean you're going to be whiny all your life, but you have been a little vocal. I think she's just needy and always hungry for the size of her. Yeah, so this is our pink-collared girl. I might have to use the other pink because it's too close to my red. Mama's hot, huh? Even though it's nice and air conditioned in here. See, Mama's hot. Yeah, I'm gonna brush some dirt out of your head. Who's whining over there? I can't tell. All right, I think I got one over here cooling himself behind the water pan. Again, it's really hard to see because right now they're at that age. Not only are they kind of discovering things, they're not very active. They're more about still sleeping and eating, but their eyes are open, so they are kind of discovering certain things. This is our green collar boy, dark green collar boy. I'm pretty sure I've introduced you because I've had all three boys, I believe. Our orange collared girl, which I know we introduced. Oh, you're piddling. You're piddling. That's our yellow collar girl, our little brindle. There's our big piggy. She's been quiet now. Yeah. She'll probably be the first one to discover the potty box because she's probably the only one that can step over the edge. Although, I think they can all pretty much climb up there. Yes. Look at this bunch of puppies sitting here next to me. Yeah. They're all just sleeping. It's a hot, lazy day. It's a hot, lazy day. I'm going to still have to go down the road at some point today to upload this video. We were supposed to finally have our fiber installed by now. We've got all the cables, wires, or whatever, poles, everything else. My husband's got it fixed up to where they can hook it right up to our house. But we've had a stingy, selfish neighbor. Doesn't even live on the property. It's just a corporate property owner that decided to make things difficult with regard to poles going on his property. So I don't know what his problem is, but of course he's completely he's negatively affected everybody within the community. Not that obviously he cares, but anyway, we're hoping that they get through that. The company is trying to do a work around that property. And so hopefully we'll be in real civilization eventually. We still have DSL. DSL is now known as the newer dial-up, I guess, as far as technology goes. And we did at one point talk about getting Starlink until we heard that we were going to possibly get the fiber. because fiber is a little bit cheaper. God love Elon Musk, but it was a little bit too pricey for us at the time. Oh, Mama's tired. Yeah, Mama's tired. So, all right, well, I'd like to get an above shot. If you guys can just bear with me while I get this whole body up. I started this almost 18 years ago, so I'm not as limber as I was when I first started breeding, which is another reason why we're starting to seriously think about cutting back. Well, I would say not seriously considering it. We already have cut back. This is only our second litter this year. Well, technically it's our first litter this year because the litter that we had that went home in February was born in December of 24. And this one, of course, like I said, was born in the end of May. I would like to breed her sister, which is Candy. I did not name them. Their breeder named them, and I just kept it. So they're Cotton and Candy. And I will probably, now they usually come into heat naturally at the same time since they're sisters. And so we skipped Candy's because I did not want 2 litters at a time. And we may breed her on the next go round, but those will not be puppies. Let's see, girl, you were in heat. You delivered at the end of May, which would have meant that you were in heat end of February. So your sister won't probably come into heat until October? No, September? I don't know. To be honest with you, depending on the timing, we may end up skipping her next heat as well and just wait until next year if we do decide to have another litter. We have not acquired any new dogs, nor have we kept anything, nor will we, from any future litters. We did, excuse you, I don't think I've had the pleasure of having a mom give us some sound effects in the background. Honestly, that was her, not me. Anyway, for any more information, please do visit our website. It's Sheepadoodles with an S, SHEEPADOODLES.com, or of course lawpadoodleK9Manor.com. Both go to our website. And you can text me, just begin by texting. I don't mind talking on the phone, but I do have to schedule it with the way things go around. And also, again, because of our lack of, we have no cell service. You know, I mean, I can stand out on my porch and stand in the middle of a tree, maybe, and get a cell signal, but at our house we do not because of the topography of West Virginia's foothills. However, we do use Wi-Fi calling, but that is also limited with the DSL service and should be improved when we finally get the fiber in. Okay. A couple of our neighbors do have Starlink. We just decided not to invest in it, and at that time, and we get along. Hey, I wouldn't trade having better internet to live outside or in the city or closer to the city. I love where we live. This was my dream from the time I was a child, living 20 minutes outside of the DC area in the suburbs, and I got my dream through my husband and his family, and I'm very, very grateful to God for allowing me to have that path in my life, because I love being a country girl. Most of it, anyway. I'm not true at heart. I know I lack in some abilities, not having been raised around it, but anyway, so again, I'm Tina Law. This is Lawpadoodle Canine Manor, 25th of June, 2025. Litter of 10 F1 Sheepadoodles. Mama is an Old English sheepdog. You can see her there. And her 10 puppies, 7 girls, 3 boys, Merles and black and whites for now. But I think that guy right there is the only one that's going to stay black and white. So, and I did get updated photos. 4 weeks, which they will be tomorrow, is my favorite age to take pictures because they actually look at me, but they're not to the point of getting distracted where they want to jump off the table or anything like that where I take their pictures. So hopefully you enjoy the updates, and anybody that's, you know, our first, second, third choice, you can pick now. You don't have to hold off, or you can wait until I publish another video. It may be before next Thursday or a week from now. I may do something in a couple of days time, as time allows, because from day to day they can change and become more active. So right now they just look tired and hot. I feel you guys, and I love you. All right, thank you so much for viewing our first video. A little bit longer than normal, but hey, it's the way I also able to communicate with my families. Again, we have 2 openings. You can get on the list. I won't ask you for a deposit until we reach that point where we are. What am I trying to say? Yeah, I'll get it out. Where we reach that point where all the selections have been made and you know what 2 puppies are left. Then if you want to secure one of those 2 puppies, then yes, we will ask for a deposit to do so. All right? But we will certainly be contacting anybody that's on what I would consider our backup list without deposits by request, and contacting you as soon as we reach that point. Okay? Thank you very much, and may God bless you.